You can literally achieve anything in life if you ignored the society around you and became delusional. This is what society wants you to be.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much.
Take Mr. Beast, for example.
To be honest, when I was younger, I thought I was a massive weirdo. And I was super shy, and a big part of why I was shy is because all I wanted to talk about, all I did talk about was YouTube. A lot of people would just make fun of me because they were like, why the hell do you care so much about YouTube? I'd be like,
we are often told to maintain realistic goals, focus, and stay grounded. What you don't realize is that you are being too conscious and unable to take guesses. What if the key to achieving your biggest dreams lies in being just a bit delusional, a state of self-deception where you intentionally cultivate an optimistic and ambitious belief in your abilities and potential beyond what seems realistically attainable? Some might associate being delusional with a disconnect from reality, but imagine the idea of that phone being in your hands was once a delusion in someone's mind. The idea of humans flying was once considered a delusion. For centuries, human flight was concept confined to myths and dreams. Visionaries like Leonardo da Vinci sketched flying machines, but the practical realization of human flight remained elusive and was often deemed fantastical. But today, flying is part of what we call life. Just listen to what Steve Jobs once said.
Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it, you can influence it, you can build your own things that other people can use.
You are afraid of not making money, or losing money, or maybe failing. What if can say you are not being delusional enough? Think back to then, when you were younger, they would have asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Your mind would go beyond the scope of societal expectations, and you would say, I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be the President of the United States of America. Given the necessary resources back then, you could pursue that dream to fulfillment. Mr. Beast, for example, the biggest YouTuber on the planet. He was this young child in his room, making videos counting numbers. His goal was to one day become one of the biggest YouTubers. He was obsessed with it, to the extent of even disagreeing with his mother over not going to college.
I should be studying for a history test. You'll probably know which history test I'm talking about.
People around him who didn't share a similar vision often saw him as delusional. Now, you are so focused on what other people want for you, to the point you lose your sense of delusion because you resort to what is standard. Firstly, it's crucial to understand the nature of constructive delusions. Unlike harmful or irrational beliefs that distort reality, constructive delusions are purposeful mental constructs that empower individuals to envision possibilities beyond their current circumstances. They involve cultivating a mindset where limitations are perceived as mere obstacles rather than insurmountable barriers. When you wholeheartedly believe in your potential for greatness, you are more inclined to set ambitious goals and pursue them. This self-assuredness acts as a powerful motivator, pushing you to venture outside your comfort zone and take calculated risks. When you liberate yourself from the constraints of conventional thinking, you can explore groundbreaking ideas. You will open up to new perspectives and novel approaches to problem solving. This willingness to think outside the box is often the hallmark of successful entrepreneurs who dare to defy the status quo. Instead of dwelling on perceived limitations or past failures, individuals focus their energy on envisioning a future filled with limitless opportunities. This abundance mentality will empower you to adopt a proactive approach to your goals, seizing every chance for growth and advancement. However, it's essential to acknowledge that embracing constructive delusions is not without its risks. Blind optimism devoid of critical thinking can lead to reckless decision-making and disregard for potential pitfalls. Therefore, it's to strike a balance between optimism and realism. Check out my video on optimism and realism